Hello. Hello. Hello.
This valedictory session of national seminar organized by ZPC College in collaboration with Indian Council of Social Science Research, New Delhi. Our guest of honor, he could not come due to some unavoidable circumstances, so our principal will take over. Anyway, as we come to the valedictory session, I take this opportunity to welcome our esteemed dignitaries and participants of the seminar. We are very much grateful to all the participants for coming to attend this national seminar. To begin with our valedictory session, I call upon Mr. Levan Konyak, Assistant Professor, for the invocation.
Let me pray for all of us. Gracious Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for giving us this beautiful afternoon once again. Lord, you have been guiding us from the beginning of day one, and you have been with us till now, Father. And now as we are going to begin with our valedictory session, Father, we continue to seek your blessing, your guidance, your presence, because without your presence, we won't be able to complete this program successfully, Father. Lord, I pray to strengthen all the partakers, Father, all the students, and everyone present here this afternoon, Father. Lord, for this program, Father, we want to submit the rest of the program, our time, and everything ahead of us into your mighty loving hand. Pray this prayer in your holy name. Amen.
Moving on to the next program, I would like to request Dr. Dong, Principal Research Presidency College and veteran of National Seminar for the welcome address.
Good afternoon, everyone, once again. Thank you, Madam Bear, Solution here. It has been a very exciting 2 days session. I'm sure you all have enjoyed, and I'm very happy that we have come to this concluding program now, where everything is done. And I'm very sure that you all have learned something out of this, right? Many of the participants are students, so even though this is basically an economics team, these are all practical value for us. So I'm sure you have learned something about GST. It has been very enriching sessions. We had very enriching sessions from our distinguished resource persons, various speakers through online as well as offline. So I'm very happy to be standing here to take this time. We have invited the district administration, but unfortunately they are not able to come, and our ADC is currently engaged in a very important meeting because of VIP's visit. And as we know that this time, especially this time of the year, April, is ideal time for this place. So many things keep coinciding. So they are also very busy. Many VIPs are visiting during this time, and he conveyed his regret, but he wished us, all of us, all the best, and then sent his warm regards. So I will not be standing up again to pick up the guest of honor address. I would, this stand should be sufficient for both the welcome and the address. So, first of all, I would like to welcome again the distinguished resource persons, our speakers, like I have mentioned, we have received many response, yet finally, because of the location, because of the difficulties in reaching this place, they have to opt out for online presentation. But a few of you, I would say, in spite of the difficulties, you have braved all these challenges, and you could come and attend on behalf of all the, distinguished speakers, academicians, and intellectuals. So I would particularly want to mention the names of Professor Somra, Professor Mithilesh Kumar Sinha, Professor Giribabu M, and Dr. Raja. We thank you so much for coming over and presenting yourself on this two-day national seminar. I hope with the humble arrangements that we have made for your accommodation and for your short stay, I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you will leave this place with memories. This kind of opportunity may not come again, so we have really enjoyed, not only in terms of enriching us in the topics through the discussions, but also with, the conversations and your presence here. I would also want to welcome all the participants, especially, like I said, we have majority of the participants from the students community. So we are very satisfied with this 2 days program, and we are having this valedictory service, and I want to warmly welcome you to this closing ceremony of the national seminar. And I would also particularly want to mention the presence of our media partner, Sri Longtili Santam. He has been so helpful. He has been working harder than us, to make it visible, to amplify our voice to the people. So thank you so much, Sri Longtili, for giving all your time and efforts and making this event truly successful. We will definitely remember you for your precious service. He has also donated our kit, seminar kits. He is running one business venture. He's an entrepreneur. He's running the Akira Amulum, right? So, yeah, he is very bright young fellow. So we continue to look forward for your support and cooperation even in the days to come, and we warmly welcome you into this valedictory program. Also, I would like to mention the faculty, staff, and members of the organizing committee. They have been working tirelessly to make this event successful. They've taken all the hardship, and now your hard work has paid off, and we have completed all the sessions successfully, and we're conducting this program. So I'm very happy, and we welcome you to this session. Well, I've nothing much to say, and I wish all of us a pleasant time, a pleasant afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome address and your insightful thoughts. Now, we have the presentation of reports from the following rapporteurs. Ms. Longwe, Assistant Professor. 2. Ms. Moribuke Achumi, Assistant Professor. Ms. Elinori Toby, Assistant Professor. Mr. Kagam Chandra Mishra, Associate Professor. Ms. Y. Lung Taipong, Assistant Professor. Ms. Martha Tsumu, Assistant Professor. Ms. Masupino Kar, Assistant Professor. So I request you all to please come on the stage for the presentation of report one after the other.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected children and our distinguished resource person, our principal, vice principal, faculty, and everyone gathered here. So I bring to you all a short summary, a report on yesterday's discussion, which was a public dialogue session, date 14 April 2026, time 10 a.m., venue. So on 14 April 2026, public dialogue session focused on GST 2.0. It was taken place at GST Presidency College, Kifri, emphasizing the state revenue, the implementation of goods and service tax, and public awareness. The session facilitated an informed discussion among various stakeholders, facilities, and students, providing insights into complexities of GST while promoting citizens' participation in holistic discourse. So the key highlights of the sessions include increased awareness. So our panels have, there were 5 panels. I'll not take the name to save the time. So there were 5 experts who have explained to us so well. So they have enlightened the public about GST 2.0, its implementation and the specific benefits for Nagaland specifically. And in the second highlight, we have engaged stakeholders. They also foster dialogue between government representatives, educators, and the community, particularly students and the local traders. And they also addressed implementations on certain challenges. Some of the key takeaways of yesterday's discussion includes GST benefits to Nagaland. So Nagaland is classified as a consumer state, making it a significant benefit of the GST. And they have also covered about registration threshold, and the barriers of implementation was also highlighted by our panel. The session highlighted challenges such like poor digital infrastructure, low tax literacy among small traders, and a shortage of manpower in tax department. These issues were particularly pronounced in rural areas of Nagaland, where connectivities are a problem. And it also covers the GST 2.0 framework has been explained to us very clearly, and a public dialogue importance was also being emphasized. Audience engagement and concern. So the audience actively questioned various aspects of GST, including registration rules, local business awareness, and the impact of GST on consumer prices. Common concerns raised include the lack of understanding of GST mechanisms and the grassroots level, the challenge of price increase being linked to GST without clear justification, and also the need for local focused approach to enhance GST literacy among marginalized community. So they have also give a very useful recommendation, which the purpose include expansion of awareness seminars or various programs for the local artisans and the traders, public guide on GST, clarity on compliance, strengthen field support, and also follow-up dialogues. And they have also encouraged local stakeholders participation. So this is a short report of yesterday's session. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll just directly move on to the report. So I'm standing here to report on the first plenary session that was held on 14 April 2026, time 11:30 to 1 p.m. venue, College Auditorium. The session chair was Professor Giri Babu. The theme of the plenary session was GST reforms and rural transformation, social cultural impact of GST reforms. So there were 4 speakers in the plenary session, 2 were offline and 2 were online. The first speaker of the plenary session was Professor Prasanta Kumar Vanda. His topic was Goods and Services Tax Reforms, Revenue Performances and Socio-Economic Implications for Viksit Bharat. The presenter highlighted the critical evaluation of India's indirect tax evolution, focus on the transition from the original GST framework to GST Reforms 2.0. The second speaker was Professor Chittaranjan Nayak. The topic of Professor Chittaranjan was GST and social sector expenditure in India and empirical analysis. The presenter compared pre-GST and post-GST expenditure patterns, tax buoyancy, tax capacity, and social sector spending, with special reference to Nagaland in his paper. Our third presenter was Professor S.S. Sona on the topic Goods and Services Tax Reforms 2.0 and Rural Transformation in India. The speaker laid special emphasis on the role of GST 2.0 in rural transformation, including formalization of rural enterprises and better market access for fairness and small businesses. Our last speaker was Professor M.K. Sinha. The topic was Reform 2 in GST, aligns with the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. Our speaker focused on how the reduction of tax slab will increase consumption, accelerate demand, and increase investment, which will overall boost the economy. The speaker also observed that the reforms will provide direct benefits to consumers, MSMEs, farmers, and labor-intensive sector, which will also increase the competitiveness and rural growth. The session was concluded by our session chairperson, thanking all the presenters. So this is my brief report. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, respected chairperson, dignitaries, principal, vice principal, my esteemed colleagues, and to all the participants present here. It is my honor to stand before you to give a brief highlight about the second plenary session, which was chaired by Dr. S. Rajaram, Associate Professor, St. Joseph University, Nagaland. Overall, there were 8 speakers who spoke on the theme GST reform and service sector to GST reform and federal dynamics. The session focused on the evolving role of GST 2.0 in shaping India's economic futures and achieving Viksit Bharat by 2047. The speakers highlighted that GST has significantly improved tax compliance, transparency, and revenue generation through mechanisms such as e-invoicing and e-way bills. An econometric perspective, emphasized the positive impact of GST on fiscal performance, consumption pattern, and sectorial work, indicating a gradual strengthening of the Indian economy. Further, GST 2.0 was discussed as a great reform-oriented phase aimed at simplifying tax structure, enhancing digital integration, and promoting ease of doing business. The speakers also examined the federal dimension of GST, noting both cooperation and challenges between the center and the state in revenue sharing policy implementation. Overall, under the second plenary session, the speaker collectively emphasized GST reforms are a crucial step towards the sustainable economic development and a vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. This is the brief report of second plenary session. Thank you all.
Very good afternoon. Respected Chairperson, Suman sir, all the high dignitaries, Principal sir, Vice Principal sir, faculty friends, and other invitees, and you all, my dear loving student friends. I was privileged to play the role of rapporteur in third plenary session, which was chaired by Professor S.S. Somra, Professor and Head Department of Economics, Rajasthan University. This session was led by theme this impact of GST reforms on Indian manufacturing sector, GST reforms and agriculture. All total 7 resource persons were there who presented on this theme. Professor Giribabu M. and Dr. S. Rajaram, they presented their paper here, and rest 5 we find them from online. They refreshed their ideas. They gave us good thoughts, and all the takeaways from this plenary session was all about how the population dependency on agriculture will be benefited out of this GST. Highlighted the marginal sectors also, and how with the limited resources, these marginalized sections, they utilize all the good things from the GST and take the agricultural productivity and profit to the high level for their own benefit. Even the session was highlighted by the use of technologies in the field of production, and there was a good comparison how during pre-independence era and post-independence era our people, say largest number of population, they got the benefit out of the agriculture, and how this present GST 2.0 is beneficial. And another takeaway is that how GST is helping in defense manufacturing sector, because now with the concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India paradigm, how this different defense industry can get benefit out of this GST, that was well highlighted. And lastly, it was so interesting that how the youth entrepreneurs, they will get benefit out of this GST 2.0. So it was completely revolved around the GST and different manufacturing sector. We were having a good time, though maximum were connected with us through online. Anyway, we all got good ideas, good thoughts, good concepts from them, and we all enjoyed the session because I don't know, soon after launch, that session was there. Anyway, when Professor S. was there, then everything was looking very healthy and very much cooperative. We enjoyed a lot. That was the outcome of that third plenary session. Thank you.
Good afternoon, one and all. Respected chairperson, most respected resource person, respected principal, vice principal, my esteemed colleagues, my dear students, and everyone present here. I will be giving a report on the first technical session A group, which was held yesterday, that is 14th April 2026, time 2:40 p.m. to 3:50 p.m. Venue is at room number 301. Themes of the first technical session was impact of GST reforms on Indian manufacturing sector and socio-cultural impact on GST reforms. Session chair was Professor M.K. Sinha, retired professor, Nagaland University, Rapporteur Y. Lumchai, assistant professor. The first technical session focused on the multifaceted impact on GST reforms, with particular focus on manufacturing, MSME, socio-cultural dynamics, and emerging economic patterns. A total of 8 papers were presented, covering diverse dimensions on GST reforms. The first presenter was Metsisulu Wei and Professor Giri Babu M. They presented on the topic GST reform and reshaping the future of MSME sector in Nagaland, highlighting how GST is reshaping MSMEs in Nagaland, noting both compliance challenges and new growth opportunities. The second presenter was M. Longpoi. She presented on the topic GST reforms as sociological investigation into digital consumer culture, examining how GST has reshaped digital consumption patterns and consumer behavior from a sociological perspective. Third presenter was Martha Tumon. She presented on the topic from policy to parody, meme culture, as a lens on the socio-economic impact of GST. It was an innovative study using internet memes as a qualitative data source for public sentimental analysis. Next presenter was Mapini Gikon and Desobinyo Kar. They presented on the topic impact of goods and services tax on retail market in Kohima district of Nagaland, offering empirical insights from local retail businesses. Next presenter was Dipankar Sahar and Professor Giri Babu M. They presented on the topic an overview of GST and MSME transformation in Assam, emphasizing structural shifts in tax compliance benefits. Next presenter was Pukar Chachu. He presented on GST 2.0, green growth and the tax gap for MSME, stressing the need for GST reforms aligned with sustainability goals. Next presenter was Somya Suchitra and Diti Mai Samal. They presented on the topic GST reforms, realizing the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. She emphasized on GST as a unified digital tax reform, driving transparency, compliance, and growth toward Viksit Bharat 2047. The last presenter was Veena Chatulia. She presented on impact of GST reform on MSME, realizing the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. She emphasized GST as a digital tool enhancing MSME economic inclusivity and growth in line with the Viksit Bharat 2047 vision. Overall, the session concluded that GST reforms have improved formalization, transparency, and inclusion, but their full impact depends on better awareness, simpler compliance, stronger infrastructure, faster refunds, and more responsive policies. The discussions reflected both optimism about GST's potential and concern over the challenges that still remain. Session was concluded by the chairperson, Professor M.K. Sinha, by acknowledging all the panel presenters and the audience for the productive session. So that will be the report on the first technical session. Thank you.
Very good afternoon to all. I am here to present a report on the second technical session, B Group, on day 2 of the national seminar. The themes for the session were number 1, GST reforms and rural transformation, 2, GST reforms and federal dynamics. The chairperson for the session was Shri Gagan Chandra Mishra, Associate Professor, ZPC. We had a total of 11 presenters. The broad topics of the presentations and the key takeaways from each are as follows. The first, macroeconomic performance and GST 2.0. Stable revenue, GST collections remain strong despite lower, simpler tax slabs. There was a consumption boost, simpler taxes increased spending. In the global context, the reform helped counter external pressures. Second, we have fiscal federalism and states. There is tension between centralization versus autonomy. GST improves efficiency but reduces states' tax independence. There is weaker state capacity as states lose flexibility in setting tax rates. Consuming states, especially those of the Northeast, benefit more under destination-based tax. Thirdly, we looked at the Northeast India impact. There are higher revenues. States like Nagaland saw strong tax growth, and there is boost to local products. Assam tea, handlooms, and GI goods became more competitive. Fourth, we looked at the sectoral impact. In agriculture, there is better logistics, but higher input costs. Traders benefit more than farmers. In banking, there is high compliance burden, but there are benefits from input tax credits. In plantations, there is more transparency, but small growers face compliance challenges. Number 5, small traders and grassroots issues. There is a digital divide. Low digital literacy makes GST filing difficult. Higher costs due to dependence on accountants or intermediaries, and there is a need for training and local support systems. Some of the criticisms were the higher 40% slab, which is seen as discouraging consumption and innovation, and the exclusions of items like petroleum, alcohol, etc., which were kept outside GST for revenue reasons. Our future outlook is the move towards a simpler 1 to 2 slab global standard system aligned with Viksit Bharat 2047. This is the report for technical session 2. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to you all. Here is a brief report about the technical session Group C, chaired by Dr. Debashi Pandibrani, Associate Professor, ZPC. Reporter, Masaki Okar, Assistant Professor, ZPC. The theme for this section was GST reforms and service sector, GST reforms and agriculture. Date 15 April 2026, time 9:30 a.m., venue College Building, room 301. In total, there were 16 papers presentation. The paper presenters highlighted on the policy innovation in GST 2.0, opportunities and challenges to cooperative federalism, benefits of GST 2.0, the challenges and opportunities of GST. The discussion also emphasized on the GST compliance in the unincorporated sector, the loopholes and the mismatch of GST registration. The session discussion also highlighted on the impact of GST reforms on sustainable agricultural growth and its significance, its impacts on input costs, profitability, and sustainable practices. The session presenters emphasized on the adoption of eco-friendly and technological tools, easier registration, simplified compliance, and lower tax rates, and framing of fiscal policy capable of influencing environmental sustainability behavior. That's the report of the technical session. Thank you.
Thank you for the esteemed projects. Moving on to the next sequence of the program, we have feedbacks on national seminar by the resource person. So I would like to invite respected resource persons for the feedback on the seminar.
Good afternoon, everyone. College Principal, Dr. Pavel Khan, Vice Principal, Dr. Purnaji, faculty members, all the resource person, and dear students. No doubt, we spent 2 days in GSRC Presidency College campus. Really a wonderful experience. Wonderful and excellent. Excellent in the sense of, I heard, a lot of things about GST transformation, reforms, from several rich knowledge of resource persons and paper contributors. And more important, I came across with several smiling and signing cases of students of this college. Even faculty members, they are also already for any kind of help that may be related with lodging, boarding. More particularly, I am thankful to Dr. Mamta Pandasya, which, provided a very good behavior to us early in the morning, sir. This warm water for you, this cup of tea for you. That was really excellent in the sense of behavior. Except to these all, two important persons. No doubt Professor Purna always insists you should have during the time period, it is 2 or 3 days, but see. Now we travel with him, there is 300 kilometers. I think within time period of more than 12 hours. So this journey was also, memorable for us. And Miss Boli, I think, she, received us from airport to hotel. So their hospitality, that was wonderful in the sense of that we have accept to these all, no doubt. during the time period of these 2 days, what we have learned from this conference. So I would like to say a wonderful experience in the sense of learning and creation of knowledge of things about GST, its implementation, different phases of GST. In first phase, what were the bottlenecks, how they remove them, and how they can be beneficial for society or country. So we can really achieve the target of the government at the rate of development India in 2047. We all agreed at that time, India will celebrate their 100 years of independence. So a lot of things, government they have their mind. Accordingly, they try to design these programs. So these programs benefits, how they are beneficial society, that depends upon the understanding and knowledge of citizens and people they are living in that area, because how they can explore these advantages, how these things are beneficial for us. These all things are depends on our daily addition of knowledge. Definitely, I hope this conference will highly beneficial for each and everyone, particularly for the students. I think they have added something new in their earlier scope of knowledge. So thank you once again to you all. Really, we experience a wonderful and excellent experience of this event or conference. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good afternoon. Respected principal of this college, vice principal of this college, resource person sitting here, faculty of the college, and co-convener Dr. Nanda Panda, students. This seminar in the remote area was managed excellently, because in remote areas many hurdles exist, and those hurdles have been managed properly. First, the keynote presentation was qualitative. The speaker's presentation was also qualitative, and I saw that paper presenters were very enthusiastic and they presented very well in a stipulated time. And management, if we see, then we have been, accommodated very well, and we feel very homely. And food was tasty, and the other part of hospitality were very excellent. Third, the participants, especially the students, are very disciplined they, they participated and might have learned because they were very particular to hear the presentation of the keynote speaker, paper presenters, and the resource person presentation. So overall, I will give grade out of 10, 8 with these words. Thank you.
Very good afternoon to all. Respected principal, vice principal, my resource persons, faculty members, students. Yes, it's coming to the end. Our journey is my journey mainly in fact here. The 2 days journey is going to be end. So already our resource person given the feedback how it went last 2 days. I'm very happy because this is my 3rd time here at Kipri. So what I got the hosting mainly things like the accommodations, fooding, hospitality also. Learning from the experts, eminent personalities. This is common everywhere you can select, no? But here you can select panelists. Many experts are there. That is one advantage or one you can select uniqueness. And mainly we have to appreciate the coordination, cooperation among the faculties, volunteers, the student participants. See, actually in every seminar, after 1 or 2 lectures, the people will go, the halls will be empty. But what I have observed from here, I am very happy about the way they train the students, the faculties. We have to give a big applause. Administrators as well as the faculties. I am very happy after seeing the students sitting inside the hall. That is very, very important. From the almost 6:30, I think I am seeing the students coming 6:30 to going up to 5:30. We have to give a big applause for the students also. Yeah, we need that type of students also. Not only this type of programs, even the classrooms also, even when faculty absent, again we have to sit there for next faculty. That is also very important. Only if one faculty is not there, going leaving the classroom is not good. But anyhow, I think here too it will not happen. So overall, I think I don't want to give the ranks. You can select extraordinary. I feel very happy because coming back to home. Yeah, I was here 14 years. I thoroughly enjoyed Nagaland. Maybe because of promotion I left for Nagaland. But feeling like coming back to home and seeing my own children. So thank you so much for everything. Thank you one and all. We'll see you.
Good afternoon to all. Respected principal, respected vice principals, and the faculty members, my dear students, and the resource persons. So already the speakers, they have already covered all the feedbacks, but in my part I have to say something. So today this topic is very relevant. What are the problems facing in the society? So sir chosen a very relevant topic for this seminar. I hope that all the participations you are getting the more awareness and knowledge about the GST taxation area. Then sir chosen very eminent speakers. Each and every speakers are very persons. It's very tough task. Sir, more than 20 resource persons are selected. It's very nice things. Then audience participations. So it's very nice. All the participants fully actively engaged for the whole sections. It's very excellent. then overall this seminar properly and systematically arranged for this seminar. I thank Principal Sir and Vice Principal Sir, Convener, Co-Convener, faculty members and my dear students. Thank you one and all.
Thank you all the resource persons for your feedback and your kind words. In fact, your expertise and insights regarding the GST reforms were really valuable and greatly appreciated by our participants. Thank you so much for it. Now we shall move on to the next sequence. Felicitation and distribution. Felicitation and distribution of certificates. So for this, I give line to VP Smith.
Good afternoon, everyone. Now I saw the time that we are getting late for lunch. Still, I appreciate the presence of our students and our staffs who are waiting here. Still, we take a very less time. Now we are reaching towards the end of the program. So now we are going to felicitate our resource persons and distribute the certificates to the persons, those who have very seriously and very willfully contributed towards this seminar. For felicitating and distributing the certificate, now I would like to invite our principal, Dr. Govindhan. Please come and do the honor. First, I would like to invite Professor S.S. Sundra sir, please.
Moving on to the next sequence program. To express a word of appreciation and gratitude, I would like to invite on the stage once again Dr. Mishra, Vice Principal.
Not take much time. I'm trying to finish it first. Okay. On behalf of the college, we are greatly indebted to our principal to organize this seminar. He is the patron of this seminar, and he supported us from the beginning since November when I applied for this national seminar project. He willfully said, "Let's go ahead. We will organize it this time." Thank you so much, sir, for your support towards me. I really acknowledge your support to me and to the college. Now, I would like to thank all our persons, Professor S.S. Somra sir, and Professor Mithilesh Kumar Sinha sir, Professor Diri Babu sir, and Dr. S. Rajaram sir. This degree is a very difficult place. We all know it. And when we are inviting the resource persons, the speakers to this seminar, initially everybody says yes, and they show their 100% willingness to come here. But finally, after inquiring it from Google, how far degree is from the mark, everybody used to find out it is an 11 hours journey. And they say, "No, Dr. Mishra, we cannot come up physically, we will take online." We actually, for me, to be honest, I do not want to feel, I have invited so many, and finally finally it happened. I got 20 resource persons in the virtual mode, not 20, 19 resource persons in the virtual mode, and only 4 resource persons, those who can reach help quickly by taking all the troubles and showing their love and affection to me. Thank you so much, all of you, sir. Really, I am indebted for all your love and affection which was shown to me. Thank you so much. Besides that, I would like to thank Mr. Lamtiri C. Santam and Sri P. Kiritan for their continuous support. Whenever I am going ahead with any project, any work, they come up in my support. So I am really thankful to both of you, Lamtiri, and at the same time I am thankful to Akeda and Kitty Mart, which are run by Lamtiri C. Santam. He is the founder. Okay, and through his NGOs, now these NGOs, he is coming forward to support the college in so many events. Of course, the biggest contribution from his side is for this national center. Thank you, Lamtiri. Thank you so much, Lamtiri, for your support and help. Besides that, I want to thank all of our online virtual mode speakers, starting from our guest of honor, Sir Dheeraj Rastagi sir. It happened so I was trying to contact the GSTN Government of India, and I was in touch of Vice President GSTN Government of India, who was eagerly, he gave the consent that he will be the guest of the inaugural session and he will come to Kifli. But unfortunately, because all these things are processed through the CEO of GSTN, so because of CEO's unwillingness, he could not make his time. And through him, I could come in contact with Dheeraj Rastagi sir. And when I talked with Dheeraj Rastagi sir, initially within 5 minutes of talk with him, he agreed and he said, "Dear Dr. Mishra, don't get panic. I am ready. I will just see the itinerary. If I can manage to come, I come. Otherwise, I will take the session in virtual." So I was very happy, and he accepted our invitation only in the 11th hour. That means our seminar was on 14th. He accepted my invitation only on 12th of April. And he said yes, and he made this, and he presented himself in the virtual mode. So I would like to express my thanks and sincere gratitude to Dheeraj Rastagi sir, Professor N.M.D. Verma sir, and Sri Vijayan Panda sir, who have really done their job for the inaugural session, and they have given justice to all their presentations and papers. Thank you. My sincere thanks to 3 of them. And besides that, I am very much thankful to all our inaugural session speakers, which includes Prasant Kumar Panda, Dr. Professor Prasant Kumar Panda, who is the Economic Advisor to 16th Finance Commission, and Professor Sudhakar Patra, Professor Sitaranjan Naik, Professor Manish Tobe, Vijay Kulkarni, and Professor Dr. Lakshman Bera, Vinod Sen, Dr. Dhanendra Rao, Akhilesh Trivedi, Dr. Naresh Sahu, Dr. Mahesh Jha, Professor G. Ravi, Dr. Dolly Singh, Dr. S. Rajaram, and Dr. S. Kesav from Bangalore University. I am really grateful to all the virtual mode speakers who have contributed a lot to this month's seminar. So, after the resource persons, I am deeply indebted to all the paper presenters. Actually, today I want to list out the number of papers. We have received 62 research papers from different parts of the country, and we have published it in the National Seminar Souvenir. And I would like to thank each and every paper presenter, those who came forward and participated in this National Seminar. And because of them, only the National Seminar could become a success. Last night I was talking to all our resource persons. They were talking about it. The first day went well with some good academic presentations and academic discourse, and which really made me feel very happy that yes, many paper presenters, they have shown trust with the Kisarji Presidency College, and they have sent their paper, even they have joined through online, virtual mode and physically to present their papers. I am really grateful to all the paper presenters. Besides that, I am grateful to all my colleagues, the organizing team. The organizing team, including the co-convener of the seminar, they work with me hand to hand all the time. Every day, I think from the organizing team, we work till 11:30, 12 p.m. At night, continuously to make this seminar a successful one. And I am really grateful to the organizing team of our college for this national seminar. You people have really done a very commendable job, and really it is appreciated. Without this seminar can never be a successful one. So thanks to all of you. Besides that, I want to acknowledge all our teachers, teaching faculties, all our teaching faculties. They're really good, they're really supportive. Their coordination, as mentioned by our resource persons, Professor S.S. Sumra sir, that it is visible, clearly visible, that our coordination, our bond is very nice. And because of this bond, this coordination, this relationship, the positive way of thought on which we are working, today this national seminar could be very successful. Thanks to all of you, all our teaching faculties, that means all my colleagues. I am really grateful to all of you. Besides that, I want to thank all our non-teaching staff. All our non-teaching staff, they are not in front of the screen, but they have the support behind us. Because of them, we are here. They are working day and night behind us. They are feeding us. They are constructing this stage. They are putting up the banners. They are putting up the place. They are managing the sound system. All of you are sitting here for the whole 3 days. For the whole on the 13th, we left around 10. The auditorium. I am really grateful to all our non-teaching staff. They have really supported from the bottom of their heart to this national seminar, because of which we are successful. So thank you. Our NPS multitasking staffs, the staff sweepers, Mali, and we call all of them as MTS nowadays. They have really done a commendable job. They have cleaned all the campus, all the bathrooms, all the college building, classrooms, and everything. And every time they are present during the national seminar to take care of all the eventualities. Because of them, they are the main factor, we should say, behind the screen who made the national seminar very successful. And thank you so much all of our multitasking staffs. And I would like to acknowledge all our students. All our students really I am grateful. Yesterday also I have expressed my happiness to all of you that your attendance, your presence in the national seminar gave it a true meaning. It is successful because of all of you. Because you people sit patiently with Honorable. So now also you are sitting here at the lunch time and you are sitting with patience to listen to all of us. Really thanks to all my students. You are really cooperative. I should say, if this is the most disciplined quality of the students which you have depicted during this national seminar. Thank you so much, all of you, my students. And I would like to acknowledge the students who have extremely contributed towards the national seminar, to whom we have given the certificate of appreciation. Really, they have contributed a lot. And besides that, I would acknowledge all our media partners. Of course, Langdili is taking care of it. But it is my duty to acknowledge the media partners, those who have published or who are publishing continuously and bringing this national seminar to the limelight. Thanks to all the media partners, those who are working with this national seminar. And I will thank at the end to all the invitees, those who have attended the inaugural session and have gracefully participated in the public dialogue session. It is a great honor for us. They came up sparing their time and they made their presence during the national seminar, which also fulfilled one of our purpose. So thanks to all the invitees. So this is my short vote of thanks. If I have missed anyone, if I have missed any section, then please acknowledge my vote of thanks, because this national seminar is successful because of each and every one of this college, related to this college, stay in the vicinity of Kipri. Thank you, one and all.
Professor, for the words of gratitude. There's a saying that end of a story is the new beginning. So on this note, we conclude this remarkable, memorable, and knowledgeable 2 days national seminar event. So I would like to thank all the resource present. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much, all the participants. Thank you all.